No more prayers when the God dies. With the future holds with my palms high. Left in my hands and make it alright like woo. Yeah, never let it know your dreams. Put it into a dark regime. Transform the score machine. I ain't had no pot to piss and now I'm frying competition. Burn my way to top position. Scared of heat, fuck out the kitchen.
Let him cook.
Let me cook.
Let him cook.
Let me cook.
Let him cook.
Let me cook.
Let him cook. I'm frying competition.
Now I'm frying competition.
Yeah.
What's up, my man?
Had a great week. EA's college football is almost out. It's beautiful.
Oh, we're getting closer.
My PlayStation told me it will download it tomorrow. So I don't know if I'll get to play, but it's like it's supposed to set to where maybe it's just gonna put it on the home screen but not download.
Hey, bro, that's still better than nothing in my opinion, bro.
Right?
I fuck with that. That's dope.
Other than that, great week of wrestling again.
Man,
I'm excited.
SmackDown was beautiful tonight, wasn't it?
What? Very, very, very beautiful, very cinematic.
We ended Bloodline beating the brakes off of Randy Orton and Cody. I didn't have that on my bingo card.
I did not either, and I'm not gonna lie, I was sitting there and I was like, is help gonna be on the way? But then I realized he said he sent Kevin home, so I was like, oh, okay. So that was not on my bingo card at all.
There was that part of me going, okay, where's Jimmy?
Yeah, I was like, so I had a few thoughts. I was like, where's Jimmy? I was like, is this how you kind of bring Jay back? Or, I mean, so like there was a lot of questions, but it was great questions. I was like, hell, he started talking about Roman Reigns, and if you mention Boogeyman shows up sometimes. So, I mean, it was beautiful. Just lots of questions.
But man, before we get into the rest of that, let's talk about the news we got yesterday, and that was Hall of Famer, Bucks Ring of Honor inductee, man. The creator of the fucking Tampa 2, Monty Kiffin, passed away at the age of 84. I talked to y'all behind the scenes. Unfortunately, we don't have Derek here tonight, dealing with, internet issues. But I want to get your thoughts, man. As a Bucks fan, as a longtime Bucks fan, what does this mean to you?
This hurts. It hurts on a level of, for the fact that we lost another Buck. Prayers out to the whole Kiffin family. Hope they're doing okay. Hope great blessings. I know. I don't know if he had stepped over to like a senior role, not really calling defense anymore at Ole Miss, but I hope that for the sake of the season finna start, that he wasn't the defensive coordinator, just because then that's who's calling defense now.
Honestly, man, I don't know if he was the coordinator. I know he was just part of the coaching for it. I hope it's a Tom Moore type role.
Right, like I think it was more of an advisor overseeing it, but I'm not gonna lie, if we could have like developed and got younger talent and not people that did wrong, I felt like Monty could have coached his whole career here in Tampa, and at some point probably would have ran as a head coach. I felt like that, but things.
When Raheem got promoted and he kept Monty, that at that point, man, was one of those like, why
Right.
did we not promote him, man? Like, even
And
in an interim position, like to me, he deserved it.
like, don't get me wrong. I understand Raheem, and at that time, if you really look at, he was young, man. At that time, that would have been perfect leadership for us to kind of continue, like, especially because let's be real, that was the point. Our roster was like at that point of they're at the back end of their prime, but we can still make the postseason type thing. I felt like that leadership would have had that keep going, and I felt like that young mind of Raheem could have kept learning, and then he steps up and you make him the head coach, and then we ain't got to look at him twice a year in Atlanta colors. But man, even with Monty passing, I still pay great respects to the Tampa 2 and always have when I play Madden. I mean, that's how certain people be blowing me out 90 something to whatever sometimes, but that's because I like to throw the long ball. That's not on the defense. So I respect it. I love it. It was a great innovative, and that is something that'll live on forever.
Oh yeah, and it's gonna, it's something that, bro. Monty was the first coordinator I ever remember growing up. And I don't know, man. Like, knowing what he brought to Tampa, knowing what he created, even after he was gone, the legacy he left.
Right.
Not gone as in, like we are talking on now, but when he
Right.
moved on to other ventures, he held that
He
same love in Tampa that Tony Dungy had.
right.
They were in that same remark, and to me, this is gonna be on that same level on when that day comes for Tony.
I will say this. This man arguably created one of the best defenses ever to win a Super Bowl. You
Yeah,
argue the 2000 Ravens and the '02 Bucks. But let's be real. Did anybody really want to play those defenses? You had a zone schematic creation for Baltimore that you didn't know if they were blitzing you. You didn't know they were dropping into man. You didn't know if they like it was so disguised. And then you turn around and you gotta face this blitzing Tampa 2 zone, and you're like, God damn, these bitches is fast.
bro. Yeah, what Todd did in that second Super Bowl, what he created with that defense, bro. That might have been the closest thing we ever gonna see to that Tampa two.
Ever again, yes. And I hate to say it, yes. We now he's not on our team. Now he's a Philadelphia Eagle and we'll kick his ass later this season. But
Fuck Devin White.
exactly. But without
I knew
him,
where you were going.
but without him, we wouldn't have been able to blitz Mahomes the way we did. Because he helped. Hey, we ain't got to keep sending Levante. Levante can drop in coverage that he's a little bit better at. Or, hell, drop his fat ass in coverage and send Levante after. And
No, and you know what was?
that
I
disguise
know
would
where
have
you're
been
going at,
impossible.
bro.
Like,
I know where you're going at because at that time you had Shaq and Devin coming at you, and you
right.
had
And then,
JPP on that other side. Plus, you had that defensive line with Sue and Vita and Goldston. Bro, that was a hell of a front fucking seven. Levante was always that dude just staring at that quarterback, figuring out what was going on in that little flat. And that was
so,
great.
like you said, that's the closest thing to the Tampa 2 we done seen in a long time. I mean, I know Ole Miss runs variations of it from time to time, depending on who they're playing. Um,
Yeah,
but that's just because that's a Kiffin thing. That's always going to be alive, and yay. Um, so I mean, it's not going nowhere. If certain teams were smart, they'll still implement it in some of their game plans. Maybe not a whole defensive scheme, but shadow it like we still see today.
And you're right. I'm sorry. I'm just kind of going
I
through
got you.
everything real
You
quick.
cooking. You good. You good. Hey people, while we're taking this small quick break, go ahead, like, follow, and subscribe. You know you want
Hey,
to. You know you want to. Your boys are here
and,
every week,
and
hot and
my
ready.
dog right there.
I'm gonna eventually get me a setup where my whiteboard is gonna be on one of these sides and it's gonna say follow, like, and subscribe.
You know what, bros? I had a program for all that at one point, and I don't remember my login, and I don't remember the email I used because it's not the one I use now.
I get
So
that.
it's like I don't know what email to go after to go hit the recovery for. But
I
you know,
I get that. Also, fuck Facebook.
yeah,
Facebook earlier gonna tell me you're not you. So your account is suspended for 180 days unless you appeal it.
you know
How
what's
is that not
crazy?
me?
I think I remember getting something like that. They wanted me to like prove my identity because of my name, and I'm like, no, this is who I am. This is the name I go under. It is a complete yes. This is who I am. I am owning both my name and this name. Here's the face. Are you sure it's you? I, 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 I hope so.
It's been my face my whole life.
I mean, and I know we're gonna do this pay per view tonight. I just want everybody to know next Friday it's still going down. I just want to make sure we got Derek here so we can get that triple threat. And if only Corey wasn't working right now, I'm busy. But let's kind of talk about SmackDown tonight, man.
Oh,
It
SmackDown
was,
was cooking. SmackDown was good.
it was. We kind of got into it in the opener of the show, but let me ask you something.
Okay.
We've seen it. Tiffy came out tonight and was talking money in the bank, and then we've seen Bailey in action get knocked out. Tiffy looked like she was about to cash in until Nia turned around.
I I love
Alex,
the whole segment. I love that match.
man, bro, and Alex even looked at me and said, "Did she cash in on Nia?" Hmm. So I gotta ask, bro. You think Tiffy cashes in and makes it a triple threat, or do you think we should let Bailey do all the work? It comes in and finishes her off.
I'm not gonna lie. Tiffy is smart. She's gonna let all the hard work get done for her. Now, if she's gonna cash in on Nia, Bailey would have had her. Nia and Bailey would have had to put on a banger to where Nia can't even stand up. That when she goes and does a DDT or whatever she needs to do to get Nia to lay down so she can hit the prettiest moonsault ever, that Nia can't kick out. Now, obviously, we know she wants to cash in on Bailey.
Oh
So,
yeah,
I feel like as much as Nia probably it's Triple H, I feel like he might give Nia a chance to walk with the title. But I feel like if Tiffy does pull it, it's not until later in the year. For the simple fact of you want to keep building it. Long-term storytelling.
I mean, there's also that part of me that it is middle of the year. This is about the time you kick off with Yeah, sometimes your newer champion. This is when they start to get that little bit of a push. I mean, look at Io Sky.
Yeah,
She cashed in at SummerSlam and won her women's title.
yeah.
I almost
And well, and with you saying that, I mean Bailey did hint at something in her promo earlier tonight. She hinted and said, "You try to cash in on me, you'll be the first woman to ever fail at cashing in."
well, and thinking about it now, you get that match at SummerSlam. You got Tiffy in the corner when Nia, say Nia's got her down. You can get Tiffy to cash in, throw Nia out, get her out of the equation, and Bailey.
Yeah,
And
you
then
look like
you can run a Tiffy and Nia storyline for a minute. Maybe Nia beats her. If Tiffy's not over as champion, maybe you do toss the belt to Nia.
Mhm.
You
I,
know they could
I'm
easily
not
do that.
mad at it, and if that's the case that they might pan out to do, what I would like more is for the storyline to show more of them still building a friendship, buddy, that whole type
Okay.
thing. So like if
I,
they're gonna
I,
go that route, build them more trying to play that whole friend card.
I mean, I'm not opposed to that. Not one bit. I
I just
I
feel like that'll
absolutely do
make
like that.
I think that'll add that little extra flair of holy shit, you turned on your friend because y'all both are the big bad baddies running around here bullying everybody, and then you just turned on her. It's not like Tiffy is not gonna keep getting a crowd pop. She's a heel with everybody cheering for her like she's the face.
And you might be onto something. You really might. Do you get that friendship? You get Nia as that champion.
Hell,
Maybe you
you
get
can
it at
even.
Mania.
I'm not gonna
Maybe
lie. Hear
maybe
me out.
she adds herself in the Money in the Bank this year, or not the Money in the Bank, the Elimination Chamber in February.
Hear me out. You could like if you play out the whole friend thing between the two, you really could let them really try to like prove they're friends and let them run for the tag team titles. Because other than Jade Cargill and Bianca Belair, who the hell is stopping them two?
The lesbian, I mean the Shield.
What is their name that they're gonna go by?
Here's my thing though. What I mean, okay, it adds another female faction, but why?
Like if I'm being real, they're middle of the pack. They're not really faces. They're not really heels. The fan like true diehard fans like
I
those
mean,
three. I don't think they really grasp the attention of
I
all
was, I
fans.
mean, I was buying into the Shayna and
Zoe, yeah,
Zoe tag team. I don't know about a title on them,
no, and
but
I hate to say they fucked up with Shayna because like no matter what you do now, it's like it's fucked up. She was the most dominant NXT Women's Champion ever. You bring her to the main card just to throw her in the grave. Like she should
yeah,
like still be contending after like her. This should be like she should be working for like her third title reign as a
well,
world champion.
hell, bro, they got. You seen the news? Stephanie, what is it? Vasquer.
Yeah, they signed her to
I'm killing the
NXT.
name. I know it, but
Right.
I've heard a lot. I didn't see her match with Mercedes Monet, to where she lost her title.
I'm not trying to be mean. I don't watch it, I don't watch their program. I've tried. It don't catch my attention. The
I
storylines.
put it on the other night for 5 minutes, and it was more like, "Why are we watching this? We can turn something else on." Oh, okay, cool.
Oh, look, anything but this. Okay. Like,
I
hell,
don't remember
I'll
what
watch the damn debate again.
I don't remember what the hell it was that we watched, man. But it was one of those
I
like,
keep trying to give it a chance. I keep trying to give it a chance. And
I got to the Will. I got through the Will Ospreay promo. I am invested in him and MJF. I will give you that. If they can tell a story with that and do it right, and it's not like, oh, you're just gonna do, you're gonna have MJF beat him, or you're gonna do that. Like MJF is fighting for that international title.
right.
Are you just gonna automatically have MJF beat Osprey?
It's
Because I could see Osprey want to leave at that
yes.
point.
Yes, it is great to see a 5-star match, but if it made sense and the story built up to it, don't just put a great match on paper. That's how you're killing your roster. Where who the fuck knows when they're coming back from injury?
I mean, to be honest with you, my man, I get it, the Attitude Era, and I've seen this meme a lot. We got a lot of pay-per-view type matches for free. We would get it on network TV, and I get that. But nowadays, you got to start with, you got to bring me in to this.
Well, but if you look,
MJF and Osprey, you could have me go 2 months just cutting promos back and forth.
bro,
An attack, on each other, shit like that, bro. Like,
even if you look at the Attitude Era, yes, we were getting all these PLE type matches, but Vince was actually giving. Yes, they were stupid sometimes, but he was giving us storylines that took. I mean, let's be real. You knew Vince was writing a story because they went 3 PLEs. After every 3 PLEs, the story was done.
yeah, if it continued, the good ones would continue.
Right. A good Vince
But
McMahon story went 3 months.
yeah, the Vince and Austin thing normally lasted about 2-3 months.
Right.
When they needed that, and that to me that was probably one of the best.
But even if yes, that's not long term. Yes, that's not long term story building, but that would be a good start for you. Start making your storylines 3 months. Do a lot of fucking promos for a month and a half.
I mean,
cares? You got stars, and low key, you have great stars on the microphone. You mean to tell me you can't tell a 3-month story with these people on the microphone? And then they already know how to put on a 5-star match because that's all you fucking book. You could have been winning this war.
Like I said, man, you could have MJF easily promo and beef back and forth with Osprey, man, for months, and throw that shit down on a pay-per-view. Or one of your big events, man. Like, you could have these two in.
Because
here's my thing.
I'll take their one big storyline they got that they can't fully tell all the way because they don't know how to fucking figure it out.
Well, I was gonna say, hear me out on this one real quick. With in regards to Osprey and MJF, remember back in the day when Raw and SmackDown the rosters went back and forth?
Yeah.
So you could easily draw ratings.
Put one on Rampage, put one on Dynamite, and
why not, bro? Why not put them both?
But this was what I was gonna say. You have, unless the feud finished, because I don't fucking pay attention. But MJF and Adam Cole.
I think that's still going on down the line too.
But hear me out.
But see, you could have that going as well.
But hear me out. You mean to tell me you didn't at this point, after the few months we done saw it, you couldn't pull off what you've been doing, like, but WWE's been doing with CM Punk?
The the
The,
only
the
their both of
constant,
their
hey, I
entries.
missed the whole constant, I missed you. Let me go to the ring and talk shit about you. And then it just keeps playing and playing and playing and playing and playing until, we get what the
I,
fuck we getting now. And we're like, ooh, do we get this match in October?
you know what, man? I get where you're going at with it. The only thing I can say when it came to that is both. Like, I know MJF was supposed to take time off after losing the title and all this shit. And then I know Adam Cole got hurt legit because they were supposed to run that. That was probably going to be their one storyline that they were going to run to try to get people invested. MJF's
I
the
mean,
road.
I mean,
I can.
you still
I
can.
hope. I hope at one point, bro, we get MJF in WWE or on WWE TV somehow.
Or hear me out. If you really want to feel like you a threat, and you want to feel like you a threat to the big dog that knows they're the big dog, and yes, pun intended, to Roman Reigns,
Yeah.
my tribal chief. But
Oh
you
man.
you want to play like you are the big dog. Hear me out. You can
Listen,
always steal what another motherfucker is doing and add your own twist to it, right? Yeah. So you can take elements of the CM Punk Drew McIntyre storyline and blend that over here, because Adam Cole and MJF, yes, injuries are playing a part of that right now. You can still tell that storyline to grab the fans back in. You
no,
can grab them. You can
I
pull the
got where you're going
WWE
with it.
fans back in if you play the card the right
No,
fucking
no, no.
way.
You're right. I got where you're going at with it now, and I'm all for that, bro. I like that idea.
I really hope they figure it out.
But
I would love to
okay, so
have the motivation to watch y'all show.
I'm out though. Fantasy book on the fly.
Okay.
Ooh,
MJF?
who the fuck is it? MJF's the tribal chief.
No, no, no. Like, if MJF came onto a WWE stream,
I feel like they did that originally when they tried to do the inner circle.
the the only person I could see him fighting if he came to the WWE and making it his imprint, his starting point, it has to be Seth Rollins. I feel like they're on that same wavelength of popness with the fans, that if MJF was to magically show up on fucking Monday, him and Seth Rollins need to fucking go at it. Why? Because Seth Rollins say this
Oh
my shit.
no! I'm saying, who do you have AEW wise that would be your tribal chief if you wanted to run that? If you wanted to run kind of that storyline, I don't think there's anybody. I don't think anybody would buy
You
into it.
you couldn't run a bloodline storyline. You
Wait, I'm out. Hear me out.
you couldn't
Chris
run a successful
Jericho.
one.
Chris Jericho would be the
Well, hang
only
on. Let me take
one.
that back. Let me take that back. Let me take that back. You could, if you were smart, you could run a successful bloodline storyline. It ain't gonna be like the Samoan dynasty. But you
Whoa.
mean to tell me you couldn't take Darby Allin?
Hear me out on this though.
Sting was a world champion. You couldn't take Darby Allin and let him really be his character, but he's the most. He's your star. He is your Roman Reigns. I feel Darby could do it.
No, but hear me out on this one. You get Jericho as your lead guy, of course, because we go that way, for him being the bloodline. But instead of it being that Samoan dynasty, it's these are the guys that I helped pick, that I knew would be stars.
Well, didn't he do that when he first got there with the whatever his group was
I
called?
don't know. That's what I was saying. I feel like
Or
he
did
tried
he
to do
more
that.
do that and then? Well, okay, I can see that
He's
because I
had
feel
like, bro, he's had like 9 groups, from what I understand.
right, and I feel like that every
Daniel's here.
group was more to push him his character. So okay,
It,
hey Daniel,
and see, that's my thing, man. Like when it comes to that, it's weird because like you see the storyline with the bloodline now, and it's like it makes sense.
it do. There,
Like even
there's would be a little hard. There's would be a little
yeah,
hard. I'm not gonna lie.
that's what I'm saying. But let's get back to this other. Let's get back on to the topic. I like this next one, man.
Okay.
We've seen it. I've been paying attention on social media to it. LA Knight finally, finally getting an opportunity to go for the U.S. title at SummerSlam. I can't wait, bro.
Yeah.
I
Listen.
can't wait.
So
Cleveland's gonna be yelling, bro. Logan Paul
I'm
loses the U.S. title in
in his
Cleveland.
home state. Yo, yeah.
I I could see it.
Listen, listen. As soon as LA Knight said that, I was happy for 30 seconds, and then I went to say, how is Logan Paul gonna back out of this next week when he comes on to the show?
Oh,
That is immediately where my head went. My head went to, how is Logan Paul gonna creatively back out of this? Right, he has to sign first. So that I'm sitting here and I'm like, how you gonna scheme him out of this to make him have to do it? I immediately went to thinking like, how can you play that? So I get it. I get it. I like it. I like it a lot.
it's bro. I can't wait to see. And hear me out though. I can see Logan Paul winning by disqualification in Cleveland and following it up at Bad Blood in October in some sort of high stipulation match.
Okay, I get it. I can see that. Especially if he like, hey, let me win at home in my home. Especially if he's like, hey, and I'll drop it at Bad Blood,
Yeah,
or hey, I'm okay. But I don't know. I feel like let LA win it at SummerSlam and then you finish it at Bad Blood, with LA still retaining, showing that hey, I meant what I did.
does LA Knight win the belt with the brass knuckles and Logan get a rematch? You know, I mean, we've seen a lot of things go on, man, with LA Knight on this shit.
So in that sense, then yeah. I mean, I don't know. I could see that the brass knucks will go. I could see it like brass knucks gonna be used. LA swerves it some kind of way. BFT that motherfucker down into the depths of hell in Cleveland.
That
Yeah, he's not on the Japan tour.
he's not allowed. From what I understand, they don't want him back.
Sir,
It's not that he.
you fucking up that bad, sir?
You heard what happened, right? You know the story.
I don't know the full story. So when I saw the article, I didn't click immediately.
I was gonna say just look up Logan Paul. I mean, I don't know if the video's still around, It's probably circulating somewhere, but just look up Logan Paul and Suicide Force.
Oh God, I'll have to do that when we not.
Yeah, like he went live in Suicide Force, man, and got it tore apart.
Oh, he's trying to start a fucking war.
No, well, this is when he was younger. This isn't like recent,
I know, but I'm
but
saying, like,
it.
what
I
if they
mean,
triggered that for them?
I'll tell you right now. Yes, that was. I didn't know that was one of the reasons I didn't like him, but the shit like that when he was younger, I thought he was a complete douchebag.
Oh, yeah.
Now, because I do watch his podcast, I think it's fucking amazing. I like Logan
So,
Paul, bro. The dude is doing it right.
hear
He
me
is
out.
making. I thought Dom was the perfect heel. Look at fucking Logan, man. He's doing it perfect.
No. No, I can't take that from him. And I'll say it again. He's because we don't want him in the sport because of his past and his shenanigans. But when it comes to, and I can't just say wrestling no more. When it comes to be fucking serious, be a grown ass adult, be about your business, be about your money. That man is everything all young content creators are striving to be.
I mean, the only thing I can think of is,
Daniel's not wrong with the frog splash.
yeah, honestly, that frog splash is banging.
Listen, it it's Eddie Guerrero and then him, and I like RVDs.
Hey, I was gonna say, bro, it gives me that RVD, Eddie Guerrero, like,
I feel like it's the amount of height he gets that gives me the RVD part, and then
well,
just
like,
the perfect
bro,
form.
hear me out. I need Logan Paul and Montez Ford in a frog splash off.
Listen, since Ricochet's not in the building no more, can we get Ricochet and can we get Montez Ford and Logan Paul at the Royal Rumble doing some high flying shit?
Man,
Or
bro, I
hell,
would
like you
love
said,
that.
frog splash off at the Royal Rumble. Logan hits a frog splash, and Tez is like, I can get higher, and he hits a frog splash, and then Logan's going back up, but KO pushes him out the ring. You see, look, creative hat.
Hey, and Daniel says that he gets higher than RVD.
He
The
does.
only difference between Logan and RVD is RVD was putting his entire body into it. Like, it was a different era. The way his was meant was just a whole different world.
I'm not gonna lie, I would not switch bodies with RVD. I don't want to feel that pain in my
Shit, bro. That's what, hey, as high as that man is all the time, I wouldn't mind it. You know he figured out that good herbal fucking remedy.
Oh, I know that much. I'm just saying, like that first wake up in the morning where everything's stiff and locked. Nah, I don't want that shit. I
He's
like waking
saying,
up and only one knee pops. I like
yo,
that.
hey, Logan Paul and Carmelo would be dope.
Ooh. You know what?
Yeah,
Wait,
see?
wait. I got an idea. So remember how earlier we was talking about how I was like, I feel like Tiffy Time and Nia Jax need a little bit more building chemistry to be friends before the turn on each other.
Yeah.
I don't think Carmelo and Logan Paul would need to turn on each other. Just let them be a fucking diabolical douchebag of a fucking tag team that everybody hates, and let them let them be on that level of La Resistance being booed by USA chants. Because Carmelo's getting to that level of getting booed, but I feel like, and I hate to say this, Logan Paul can help him get over.
Yeah, you might be right, bro.
And then if you really are breaking the Judgment Day up and Dom Dom has nowhere to go, there was that sparking on his podcast that he would fight Rhea Ripley for Dom Dom. Maybe that's how he pulls in Dom Dom, and then they run that back because they said they would step in the ring with one another. Even though my money's on Mommy to kick his ass.
There you go.
Ooh. Okay. Um, like his last in December.
Yeah. I mean, we don't know when his exact last match is. I know it's probably going to be one of the last pay-per-views of the year.
Probably.
Who should it be?
If you're not gonna do it anytime soon in the dates that he's scheduled, and he's probably gonna end it at a PLE, which means you might throw a PLE in December of 2025. Because December is where we get that 5 week stretch sometimes before the Rumble, just like we
Yeah.
get a 5 week stretch to Mania. So, I don't know. I feel like if you gonna throw a PLE in December at the end of the month, especially with us being on Netflix by that point, I feel like that's when you end it with him and Solo and let him finally beat Solo. Let Solo can
You
take
know what
over.
you know what they should do? January or December 31st.
December to dismember.
Do a draft.
Ooh. When does the 31st fall on?
Give me a moment.
No problem. I'm gonna look for a lighter.
Yeah, I got to repack. Tuesday.
I mean, technically, if you really want NXT to be a third brand, you could start the draft on that day.
So, hear me out on this. January 6th, I think, if they go right at the beginning of 2025, January 6th is the first Raw.
Okay.
You could advertise a little bit of a small draft. Do it December 30th on Raw,
You could.
or do it
I don't
on.
because hear me out, and I think you're in agreement with me. I understand doing the draft after Mania, but sometimes I feel like the draft needs to be at the end of the year. Cause
Yeah,
you done teased all these other people from all the other brands kind of beefing with one another. Survivor Series pass, and the only thing leading up is Royal Rumble.
you know what? Not even doing a draft,
A shake,
but
trade,
and
whatever you
but
want to call it.
open it up from January 1st until WrestleMania. Open the roster up.
Yeah,
Actually, no, because
open.
you gotta build both rosters leading up to Royal Rumble.
Yeah, and you might have to
Post
have
Rum
those storylines that are gonna spill
post
over
Yep,
to
as soon as
yeah.
the Rumble ends, you completely open the rosters or the show rosters up. Both shows are eligible, or both rosters are eligible for both shows.
Yeah.
Why not do it that way? They all normally travel close together at that point, anyways.
Yeah, especially on tour dates and everything. So
You could easily post it up and say, hey, I need to borrow the lesbians for SmackDown, and they'd be like, oh, okay, you get some carpet muncher. There's something there. I know I gotta be careful.
so yeah, I get that. I get that. And that wouldn't I would enjoy that, but it would be are you able to do that and still build up to Royal Rumble, EC, and Mania the right way.
You keep your main people, yeah, you keep your main people in their storylines, but you can build, like, yeah, if you're trying to build your Raw main, your Raw main, your main title, or your Intercontinental title, then yeah, you keep that shit predominantly on Raw.
Right.
But yeah, you can see them pop up on SmackDown and talk some shit. You know, maybe
Just
your Intercontinental champion goes to SmackDown talking shit. Oh, I'll fight somebody here to prove they're better than so and so on Raw.
I
What
can
if the
see that.
title changes hands at that point, bro?
Right.
Think of how compelling that shit would be on Netflix at that. Like, bro, there's so many different levels to this now.
That is, yeah.
They
It's
are
like
finally,
you
bro, they're finally getting us to think
it's like
again.
you can realistic, like everything just spider webs. They can go off in any fucking direction. I mean, some stuff's a little predictable now, but not like it used to be. So like, even if they was to do that, like you can get so creative with that. So I like it. I like that.
Man, it's one of those things, man. Like, there's so much we can get now involving this.
But I think,
You're just a Hell Hydra. You're a dork.
but I think if it's not solo, um, I don't know. I like our idea that, like, I feel like his last match should probably be Randy. I'm not gonna lie, it probably should be Randy. Because then I feel like Randy's last match is not too far from behind, and then my feelings really gonna be hurt.
Uh, my last match for Cena
Is he getting
found
over young talent, or is it like just fantasy?
okay. His last big match is against a big opponent that doesn't. You don't need to worry about if they're over or not. That damn, bro. There are so many good ones.
You get what I'm saying? Like, it's hard to decide.
Like, you know what? Cena's final match, CM Punk.
Okay.
Just because when CM Punk left the company, Cena was he was that last match.
Can I be real?
What's up?
I feel like CM Punk was supposed to be the next Cena, but then all the bullshit happened.
He was one of the top guys, and this is
I
from
do
the
know
stuff
that.
I've read, the people I've talked to, and just a lot of the stuff I'm kind of gathering over time. He was supposed to be that guy, but they were going to that PG era. Punk's not the PG guy. He was gonna, he had to. I love you, Daniel. We'll see you tomorrow.
All right, Derek.
But no, it was Daniel.
Oh, Derek. My bad. I'm sorry.
It's Scullywag. But with everything going to PG at the time, yeah, it was easier to have Cena be that guy because he was a corporate kiss ass. We'll call it what it is.
Call a
We've
spade
heard
a
it.
spade.
Yeah, I mean, bro, we see it. We've seen it for years. He was their right hand do boy. He had the whole bacon grease and KY and a pair of knee pads for Vince, bro. One day we'll find out that Vince was trafficking John Cena.
I need it in a book.
We'll find out in a documentary.
Yeah.
Bro, wouldn't that be some crazy shit? The dark side of the ring for Vince McMahon, like he was pimping out John Cena. That's why he was like the dude.
Vice is wild with their dark side of the ring, okay?
I know. That's what I'm saying, man. Like I love it. It would be amazing.
Like,
But bro, it would be cool though. Like, do that. You know, have that as part of your farewell. You know, they had this big ass rivalry, bro. Like, you're not getting Edge back. That would be one I would fucking love to see. Like, that would be so dope.
One final time.
Just one final time, bro. That would be dope as shit. But that aside, you got. I would love to see him and I'd love to see Cena and Orton.
Hear me out.
But
hear me out. What I would like, and if they can all get on good terms and work out an agreement, I would like to see Bryan Danielson come back for one round against Cena. I would like to see Edge come back for one round against Cena. Just one match. It don't got to be a storyline. Just one match.
And thinking about it, brother, maybe we've been looking at it wrong the whole time. What if John Cena's farewell tour? What if that opens the forbidden door? Any y'all want it? Come get it.
And the door on the shirt.
You know, I wish.
I know. I'm stretching.
I'm definitely hoping they cross paths. I'm hoping that the Wyatt Six cross paths with Cena in some sort of way.
Listen,
I ordered
my Cena shirt.
Hear me out though. Cena's big last match is that, as of right now, we'll say CM Punk, unless you get like an Edge, or I'd say Edge would probably be the only person we'd want to see more. Daniel Bryan, just not for a final. I'd love to see him I'd love to see him like in the middle of it. It's like throw him in as like a wild card match.
Yeah.
Like Cena throws out an open challenge to somebody, and it's Daniel Bryan.
Right.
Like that would be dope. Edge would be dope for a final match. Now, to put over that talent that he puts over, I mean, they'll already have been over by this point. But that final encounter, the Wyatt Six puts them down.
Oh yeah.
If they're still running the way they are, and we're still buying into it. The Wyatt Six put John Cena direct, unless you get the Undertaker coming out and just choke slamming him through the ring or some dumb shit. But you get the Wyatt Six, take him out.
It's not Vince writing no more. We ain't got to worry about that.
That's what I'm saying. Maybe you get the Wyatt Six, just take him out and call it a day.
I feel like that would be Cena S2. Just fuck it. Do it.
Yeah. Like, he'd be all for it. And we know he'd be all for having an ode to Bray.
And then, hell, you can even play storyline a little bit and have it where, like, if you make him disappear, he don't get inducted until the following year. Because he disappeared. Because we can't see him. I'm here all week. I'm here all week writing, okay? I wrote it for you. I like that. I wrote it for you because we can't see him.
I'll tell you right now, though, I think one of the Hall of Fame classes needs to be the Ruthless Aggression era and one.
That 4. Well, hell, 5. Because Shelton B need to go in too.
That class, you could throw in.
Hell, Hell, if you throwing in Shelton B, I need Charlie Haas, the world's greatest
No,
tag team.
no,
Yes.
Charlie Haas really didn't know. Shelton Benjamin, absolutely.
I mean,
To me, that
Shelton alone because he was a great IC champ. I'm not gonna take that away from him. He was
bro, look at the career he had outside of all of that, man. Like tag team, intercontinental. The dude should have had a world title run at least somewhere near Kofi Kingston. I hope they give him one.
Hear me out. His title. I'm not gonna lie. His
Like I'm going out with
his title run should have been when he first got the Raw and he gave Triple H a run for his money. But that was 2004. He was a rookie. You wasn't gonna do it. Understandable. But what about after he put Jericho wire to wire for the IC title and held on to it for a few months? Because the IC title is supposed to do what? The IC title is supposed to be the stepping stone.
I mean, let's talk about the time that Lesnar went against Shelton Benjamin non-title, and Shelton Benjamin pinned him.
But nobody want to talk about that.
But yeah, he never got a title match for it. They just kind of let it go because Lesnar was bested by a teammate.
Don't get me wrong. He was genetically fucking different, okay? I get it. But if you look at the college stats, because they were college teammates at Minnesota.
Bro,
Shelton outdid him then too.
Yep. Yo, what I wish they would have done? And it would have been perfect to put them together. Chad Gable and Shelton Benjamin.
Who?
Chad Gable and Shelton Benjamin.
Okay. I got that feeling thought that could have happened too, because then it could have.
Tell me that wouldn't have been a slick little team angle 2.0.
Right.
Like especially when Kurt Angle came back, you had nothing going for, Chad Gable. You had him going around as fucking, what was it, Shorty G.
Can I be honest? This character development of Chad Gable has made me utterly forget the Shorty G character until you just said it.
Nah, you know what, man? It made me respect his dedication to the character development that he does. Because
that's how great he has been. Let me be real. It's not that I forgot about it. It was you forced yourself to change, and you showed that you could change to make fans realize, hey, you can shit on me and like me, and then I can show you what the fuck I can bring to the table, and you like me. Yes, we're booing Chad Gable, but we love what the fuck we're seeing from Chad Gable.
See, and here's my thing, man, is I always said before all this started, Chad Gable is tremendous talent. Before the, Alpha Academy kicked off with Otis, it was, man, I wish they would find something to do with him that made sense, that wasn't just dumb and gimmicky. They put him with Otis, and it was like, all right, you got to give Otis something. Like, I get it. You're trying to get Otis better. Well, my thought originally was, you're trying to.
Like, it started. It was a slow build to start the story.
Yeah, well, like you got Otis, and like I had heard the rumblings that he wasn't the greatest in ring. So it was Gable was working with him, doing the whole, coaching, and it's like, all right, cool. Like I vibe with that. And yeah, you bring in Tozawa, you bring in Maxine, and it's like, okay, where are we going with it? And you're just going like full circle with this whole thing. You just went a complete flip into a heel, and I'm just like, wait. All right, now he's going a new dynamic. I'm more vested in it. It's a long shot from Shorty G, bro.
Hey, respect.
And you can get him to go away for a little bit, give him a little vacation, let him come back with his boys.
Because you finna, after he done feuding with the Wyatt Six.
Well, you seen him in the background on Raw the other night during one of the backstage segments talking to the Creeds.
Listen, I'm still stuck on yeet and got the fuck out the ring.
Bro, he's gotta bring that up.
Listen,
Every time they've come
my
out,
dog
you run.
said, yeet, gotta go.
Hey, he done what I would have done.
Hey, I don't even think I would have gave time for the yeet. I would have deuces, ooses. Gotta go.
Yeah, right?
Listen,
Yeah, you know what,
you
bro?
would
He
have had
did
to catch
exactly
me at
what
the
I would have
stage.
done.
Look, you would have had to catch me when I done got to the top of the stage talking about yeet, and I'm out of it.
Yo, I would have been gone. You
Listen,
probably wouldn't even got the heat out of me.
listen. When they would have cut back to the microphone, when they would have cut to me next week, where'd you go? Oh, I ran all the way back to Polk County, Florida.
Yeah, I came home.
I didn't get on no plane. I didn't drive. I ran. I actually been fined for the whole week because I missed live events.
Yeah. Yeah, can you come back? Nah, bro, my legs are sore. Why are your legs sore? See, what had happened was,
Y'all sent them motherfuckers to the ring after the wrong person.
yup. Hey, speaking of sending the wrong motherfuckers to the ring,
Whoa.
this is a bad motherfucker right here.
Listen. Corey Graves said it perfectly. He just took out the tag team champions by himself.
Bro, we had talked about it a few weeks ago. They were afraid he's gonna outdo Solo. I ain't gonna lie.
He's so close, but he's done it to me. But
So I mean, bro, Solo's alright, but he ain't Jacob Fatu.
oh Jacob, oh Jacob,
I'm telling you, man.
Jacob.
I remember I was watching Jacob Fatu, bro, in MLW when they first started talking about keeping an eye on him, and it was like, all right. And now I understand why. And then when he signed, and I'm hearing they're just afraid he's gonna outdo Solo, I'm like, well, you're gonna have to outdo Solo.
Yeah, mission complete. Mission fucking complete.
Hey, here's my thing. Maybe Jacob needs to be going after Cody instead of Solo.
Okay, but hear me out. If you're really gonna allow Solo and Cody go for a title, okay. At some point, you're gonna have the Tama and Ty go for the tag titles. Cool. At what point do you send Jacob for the US? Because like you said, he really needs to be the one going for Cody. But if he does go for Cody, how the fuck do you have Cody win?
Here's my thing.
Cody physically couldn't win that match if you just saw this man take out 4 men who,
Bro,
let's be real, are athletic fucking men in the ring and can hold their fucking own.
now hear me out on this one. Because I'm thinking long-term storytelling, bro. Who do we predict is going to be our next Intercontinental Champion on Raw? Braun Breaker, right?
Yeah.
Okay. we're talking about a possibility of after Royal Rumble opening up the roster. Why not continue to push Jacob for that time frame as that enforcer, the way you did Solo? You didn't see him in many matches, but he was out there. Build him up. Get him to go after Braun Breaker. You know what? Fuck it, bro. May the best man win. That would be hell.
That, Jesus Christ.
Bro, imagine those two. And bro, I remember when I was watching Jacob fight too, bro, he was chunkier.
5-star match.
Hey,
My
well,
place.
I mean,
This is my question.
I'm not
This is
looking
my
for
question.
5-star, but I'll take
No,
the
no.
5 stars.
Because the story is what I see, and then the match alone. But hear me out. You sit there and you
Try
look
to
at
think a story for the
what
moment.
what PLE, what event, what venue, because wherever that is, it's gonna blow the dome, the sky. It's gonna go in. You would have to put the scene from the Wolf of Wall Street where he said, "We taking this."
No,
Bitch
hey, hear me out on this one.
stratosphere."
This is one of those stadium type PLEs. Hell, bro, maybe you do it overseas. Maybe, just maybe, it's in London, Australia, Saudi Arabia.
No.
I mean, I would go for that as a. You didn't get to throw. I mean,
No. I want
it doesn't have to be a be all end all paper match for that one. But if you had it in Saudi Arabia, bro, that'd be nuts.
like, yeah, for the aspect of giving the fans a decent card, but nah, I
You
know
can give
that.
them
I know
PTSD. They're gonna tear that place down.
I know the fans are gonna love that match if it was to ever happen in that sense. You gotta go somewhere where them bitches is giving everybody goosebumps. You can't hear shit.
Leon, France.
Yes.
Only because they did it right.
Like when you sit there looking at that match, the camera is non-stop bouncing. Imagine there as a WrestleMania.
Vegas.
I hope.
That would be nuts.
I hope.
I mean, think about it, man. You push Braun Breaker, you get him as an Intercontinental Champion. You know Hunter and Scott Steiner are friends. So are Hunter and Rick. Bro, could one of them come and be Braun's manager?
That. Ooh.
Like, bro.
Now you pushing another bloodline story.
Does the Bloodline story really end? Or does it...
I'm saying like you trigger another
But the thing is,
wrestling family.
that's what I'm saying, though. Does the Bloodline story really end? Or is it
break
just
it off to
beginning
another
with
chapter.
the Samoans?
I get that.
Maybe the Samoans are the longest running wrestling dynasty in the WWE. Maybe that's why we're getting it. Because think of Yokozuna being one of the very first.
Yeah.
So maybe. I mean, well, the High Chief, while Samoans, I mean, maybe they were just the first ones to do it.
I can
And then,
see
yeah, you got your Steiners. There's a few families within wrestling that, I mean, you could do it.
Yeah, I'm
I
just
mean,
saying, like you say long
you,
term storytelling, you just
hell,
chapter
bro,
after chapter.
you could do it male and female, which is the crazy part. Wow,
Jesus Christ.
you know how cool that would be? I mean, I know we get it here and there,
Yeah,
but okay, so how how long how long do they keep Jacob in this bloodline though? Seeing what he's capable of, man.
uh,
Or is Solo just the odd man out again?
I don't know. Like, it's kind of hard to see where any of them really go because, like, without each other, what are y'all?
Yeah,
Like, not trying to be rude or disrespectful, but like realistically,
that
I, like, yeah, you're great in the ring and phenomenal, but can you get on the mic? Can you tell a serious story? Can you tell a goofy story? Like, where can you take me?
I mean, is Solo really that good in the ring?
You know,
Is he really that good in the ring, or is he just in the ring?
he's just in the ring to me.
Is he just outshining the competition that he's in? We know it's pre-planned, so we know he's being written to be that guy. But are they just selling that well to make him look that massive, that powerful, that dominant?
I would assume so.
I'd love to see Jacob and Solo one on one down the line. That would be fun.
I like that.
I think we get it.
I do too. Not sure when exactly, but we get it.
Yeah. Well, it'll be real interesting to see. I don't have much else for the show tonight, unless you got anything that you want to add.
No, no. Just ready for the weekend, enjoying it. Hope and pray that I might get to play college football tomorrow.
Ooh, yeah. Let me know.
I will.
Hey, and don't forget we'll be doing the show Tuesday instead of Monday night. And for everybody still tuned in, on next Friday we will be doing the fantasy all female PLE pay per view. I don't know what we're gonna whatever we want to call it.
I, I don't know yet. We'll have a name.
Yeah, I mean mine's just Forbidden Door. I won't front
I
because
haven't
it
thought that
just I
far.
love that I love the name. I love where it comes. You know how it is, but I got I yeah.
I'll work
This
on
one's
that.
gonna this is gonna be lit. I think I might do a graphic for it. I think I might build some shit. I don't know.
Okay.
I might video one of my matches because a couple of men here are matches that haven't happened that could. So I might go and run that on. I appreciate you jumping on with me, man. At least
No
making it happen.
problem. No problem. No problem.
But until next week, man. Everybody
All
stay
right.
safe out there.
Yes, y'all do.
Shut up, bitch!
It's a dangerous